Hi guys, there is a chance that you've been connecting the wrong signal into your mixer and you've been having issues. Today, I might solve your problem. Stay with me. We are going to talk about four signal types. There are four types of cables you can use with them and their practical applications. So let's get started. The first type is the mic level signal. Mic level signals are low level signal. Very little power, very little voltage going through those signals, and we get them from our microphones majorly. Mic level signals require preamps before we can get to use them. So when you plug them into your mixer, you have to activate the preamp to a reasonable level before you get to use the mic level signal. The next type is the line level signal. Line level signals, on the other hand, are relatively more amplified. They have more power. When they come into your mixer, there's a chance they don't require any amplification anymore. In fact, in some cases, you have to actually attenuate. You have to activate that pad switch that is on the mixer just to bring it down in a bit, especially when it's too hot. Line level signals can come from phones, from computers, from DJ consoles, anything that has already been preamplified, basically. And there is a kind of cable you use for it, which is different from the mic level signal. I'll get to that shortly. The next type is the instrument level signal, which is sort of a line level signal, but with more impedance. So it's not low level like a mic level signal, but then it's not as amplified as a line level signal just because there's a strong level of impedance. There's like a resistance to the strength of that signal. And you can get that from your guitars, from a lot of instruments, bass guitar, lead guitar, maybe piano at times. And that is why we use a direct injection box for those instruments, or DI box. Because the purpose of the DI box is to bring down instrument level signal to mic level. And then we can now, amplify it to our own taste before we start using it. And the last type is the speaker level signal, which is clearly at the output section of a signal chain, which we use to power our speakers. Clearly louder than the first three that I've mentioned, clearly more amplified than them. Now let's talk about their cables. For mic level signals, you're supposed to use XLRs. XLR male goes into the XLR female that is on the mixer. So on the mixer, you see mic. It will be written, it will be indicated, and it's usually an XLR female port. That's where you're supposed to plug in your mic level signal. In Africa, especially in Nigeria, when we buy some generic microphones, they sell this cable to us that is XLR female, which will plug into the mic, to a jack. That cable is wrong for a microphone or for a mic level signal, because if you use it, you have to plug in that mic level signal into the line port, and the line port is meant for amplified signals. So you realize that you would have to really crank up that gain knob or that preamp knob. You really have to crank it up seriously before you can get anything going from that mic. If you plug the same mic, maybe a similar mic that you bought, with a proper XLR cable into the mic port, and you apply minimal gain, you'd get more of signal from that than the one that is plugged into the line port. So when you buy those generic cables, they are not for your mic. They are an accessory that you can just keep somewhere or discard somewhere. They are not for your mics. Now, for line level signals, you plug them into the line port, which is usually jack. So when you plug it into your line port, the console has already been designed um to receive that high level signal, and it's already designed to manage it. So that is the port you're supposed to use for your line level signal. For instrument level signals, you're supposed to use a DI box. So the DI box will bring it down to mic level, and you see that at the output section of the DI box, what you have is an XLR. So which means that you can now connect it as a mic level signal into your mixer and then amplify to taste. However, in situations where you don't have a DI box, I want to ask, which of the ports would you use, the mic or the line port? Leave the correct answer in the comment section. See you. If you think this video helped you in any way, please, please, I'm begging, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.